Episode 8. Napping in front of this portal, this hole, whatever this path is. Probably inadvisable. This is like the way to the singularity or something, right? Or is it? I'm not sure. In any case, it's probably not the best place to put down a couch if there's going to be foot traffic going through this thing into that door in the back. Whatever that is. Had some interesting story stuff last time. Interesting enough, anyway. It's kind of weird that the story's delivered this way. Because I guess Destiny never really did things like this. Or at least, their format for storytelling, it feels like, has changed a few times at least ever since Destiny 1. Which isn't surprising, but it doesn't exactly feel coherent. Doesn't really matter, though. At least the cutscene was interesting, and that's all that matters, I guess. I thought all that stuff about Ikora, well, everything that we knew about Ikora would have been relegated to, I don't know, lore, data logs, or whatever. Somewhere in these books that I never read or something. I just don't have time to read all of that stuff, but I guess we never really learned what Ikora's human life was before all of this. Even though we do learn a lot of that for other characters through those lore books. It feels like it's taken a long time for Ikora to be a major character, but I'm glad they're actually trying to do it. Well, I mean, she was a major character for the longest time, but her backstory was never important. I guess the same is true for any Guardians, but a lot of times it feels like they don't play an important role in the plot, and now for some reason, it's all coming back with Sanine, I guess. And we got a call from Ikora.
Guardian, you've got an incoming call.
Guardians forget their past life for a reason. Who we were is immaterial to our potential as paracausal beings. I am Ikora Rey, Warlock Vanguard. I am an accomplished scholar, pioneer Thanatonaut. I've won hundreds of Crucible matches, and I have thwarted humanity's most dire threats time and time again. The woman I saw, the woman Lode I knew, she wasn't me. I don't even know her name.
That's kind of sad.
Yet, I mourn her. She had a life, a vocation, a family she loved. The Nine took that from her. And for what? So they could throw the very same train that killed her at me centuries later? Sprinkle a clever little trail across Sol for us to follow? For what? I have no desire to see more of that woman's life. But I need answers. She deserves them.
I kind of want to see more of her life. Had an interesting fashion sense. It was like the 70s, right? Again, another weird aesthetic that Destiny is choosing to evoke. This is all like sci-fi stuff, right? And I guess 70s stuff, it goes hand in hand with sci-fi and all that. I think, well, sometimes, but it was never really that kind of sci-fi feel until just this expansion, I guess. Anyway, we got a few quests to clean up, I guess. Let's just do this one for the Dean first, and then we gotta go back here now that we watched that cutscene, I guess. We've undone this bug, which was preventing progress on Dark Academia, I think. And back to the main story, I guess.
I talked to Dean Rebecca about sharp cheddar. It'd be remiss of me not to point out the potential risk. But the Ionians are interested regardless. Dean Rebecca says she has safety protocols in place.
Cheese needs to age before it's anything. It's good. Thank you.
This doesn't seem like just a tactical advantage you want to preserve. Orin, this is important to you, isn't it?
A lake's flat surface reflects an image. I see myself. We both emerged. Do you see?
I think I do.
Oh, she's waxing poetic about having similarities with the Vex, I guess. Is that Vex going to become a major character later on? Or at least like a important one? That's sort of how Mitac started out as, I guess. Just kind of this random character you find in one quest. Not even voiced, and then years later becomes an important voice character. Anyway, we're going this way. I guess there were more quests to do over here then. Yeah, that one quest must have been blocking the other quest from spawning in or something. Yeah, I did think I saw more quests over there, so that makes sense. This episode might be mainly doing those side quests. Hopefully they go by faster. I hope I don't encounter any bugs or weird disconnects or any other major failures that cause me to have to, I don't know, extend how long I'm spending in the episode on side quests.
Guardian, I have an incoming transmission. Patching it through.
I have the Ionian Dean here. She sends her greetings. I'll relay your messages to her and translate what I can of her response.
You
Whatever
already
is
heard
in there
this.
is dangerous, but precious to them. It's been out of reach.
Just in case we'll wait, I guess. No, wait, we're done. Okay. I don't want to trigger anything like in the wrong order or something.
What happened to them? Did something go wrong?
They tested the engine. Oh, that's terrible. I understand the precaution. Apparently, they were unable to contain the energy output, and their team was lost. It was sealed here. Her people wouldn't approach it again. It's good that the House of Exile hasn't uncovered it. The Dean agrees. She says they've been seeking a power source to rival the Holy Anomaly.
We'll keep it out of their hands.
And the last one. Another monument to failure. Right. We already saw one of these. How funny. Well, maybe it's not that funny. I guess, it's a little bit annoying, isn't it? That this is sitting right here in a bugged quest. The monument to failure. It's both funny and annoying, I guess. Anyway. A quickly etched statement on the shrine reads, "Not a failure, but a success. Some powers are meant to inspire and hold us in awe, not to be kept or commanded, so we learned." And another failure. I died. Still over here then. Okay. I like that they have these little pop-ups now that just give you some text or whatever, but it feels like they maybe put them in places where it's easy for you to die. Not that it really matters, but just kind of takes you out of it, you know? Okay, back to the Dean again. It feels like a lot of this stuff.
Excuse me, Dean. If this energy engine is so dangerous, why make it? Just something I've been wondering while we were carrying it.
She says at first they thought it would be a catalyst that would make them able to connect with the Holy Anomaly. To make them all timeless? She makes it sound like an engineered biological time loop. Functional immortality?
Incredible. That would definitely make it easier to settle here and conduct research.
The city has sought powers we weren't sure we could handle before. There's something human about that. The House of Exile never forgave sealing away the engine. The Archon convinced their people it was necessary for their survival.
It sounds like it wasn't just one thing that broke down between the Ionians and the house.
But this seems to be the first. The Archon used it as a wedge to drive their people apart until words failed. Sometime after, the exiles sealed the way to the horizon and took up arms.
It's interesting that they had this sort of history before we got here. But by the time we're here, it's already the same thing that we're already used to seeing. Just everyone kind of fighting. What's up with that one? It was like carrying something underneath it. Anyway, what I was saying before all that was that all of these pop-up things, so little text that comes from people, or text when you're inspecting things, it's kind of one of these things that's been missing in Destiny whenever, I don't know, they want to deliver a story. They didn't really have a way to do that other than through voice lines or cutscenes, and sometimes those weren't enough. I remember ever since Destiny 1, it felt like a lot of story was just kind of missing in the base game. There may be some cutscenes at the beginning, but then not a whole lot going on afterwards. I mean, it goes beyond just having like text boxes appear in front of your face, but it's another tool that helps, I guess, deliver stories, so I think it probably helps to the overall experience. You're given a thin strip of linen, stained with stripes of yellow and red. It is a mark of honor for those lost in service of Ionian research causes. Just little things like that, I guess. Actually, upgrading the weapons is going by a little bit faster than I thought. Thought it'd be upgrades of like just 1 or 2. And maybe it is that, but it's upgrading by 1 or 2 from my current level, so... Well, actually, I guess the math is a bit more than that. Because we don't have to do the thing where we get all of our gear to 1 level, and then once all of our gear are at the right level, then we unlock the next level to unlock on each gear piece by piece. Like we have to get everything to 113, and then that unlocks gear dropping at level 114 or so. We're not quite at that point, but I'm sure we'll get there. Maybe around 200 or something. That's when the real grind gets annoying. And you have to count on some random drop for the right slot. Just looking at this landscape, it's a nice feeling that we're actually in an alien location, like a truly alien planet, for once in this sci-fi Destiny game, but I guess they have always had that sort of thing in all of their previous locations. It's cool that all of their locations from the previous 10 years were places in the solar system, our own solar system, that you could, I guess, build off of with some sort of golden age history or whatever, but just get rid of these guys. But I feel like there are other things like the Elixni, the Cabal, all of these other things that you don't really get to see their side of the alien stuff. I mean, you see their home planets in cutscenes or whatever, but since you never go there, it feels like it's a little bit limited in just your own solar system. So now that we're leaving it, I'm a little bit happy.
Scans show this ship is semi-functional. It will need some work, but we could get it home.
It's gorgeous. Always dreamed of flying something like this. Guardian, I had a vision. I don't know what to call it. And not just that, I saw these time scars around the planetoid. I saw people I recognized. They were around a table. They were laughing. It smelled like a holiday. I know this sounds foolish, but I was wondering if any of them are a door instead of just a window. If they are a door to pass through, I might be able to get back to where I came from. Guardian, can you check if any of those time scars are two-way? Will you help me leave?
I guess these are the time scars. Is that a new thing? Like new lore here? When have we done time travel before? That's the Vex, right? That's their MO. But I'm pretty sure they never use like time scars or whatever. Is this the right way? Yeah. I assume those dotted lines indicate paths I can follow. And of course the marker on my screen is pointing me in the right direction. Now where's this time scar? There it is.
No luck on this time scar, Lodi. Just one way. Are you at the ship?
I used to cruise something like this. My vision gave out. Thought they were gonna sack me, but boss realized I had brains, so they sent me to school instead. Service is probably different for you, Guardian. You're a lot older than we were.
Wait, we're older than he was? He's from the 70s. Are we from an older time, or did I misunderstand that? Or maybe he means like actual age, the time we've been around. For all we know, our memory only goes back like 10 years, the same amount of time that has passed since Destiny 1. They're of course never going to expand on the Guardian's backstory. That's all supposed to be self-insert main character stuff, right? Of course there are some games that put a twist on that whole thing, but I don't think Destiny's gonna be one of those. The most they've ever done is give your character a voice, or something like that in cutscenes. But still pretty quiet, so you can project or whatever. Not that I have a solid idea of what I want this character to be in my own mind. I just kind of play the game. In other games I might have a better idea. Well, not a better idea, more like a vague idea at least. Of some kind of character I might want the create a character to be. But since I don't really know the lore of Destiny 2 too well, which I guess is just Earth lore, plus some sci-fi stuff, after they discovered the Traveler and all that.
Observe, connect, conceal, conform, comply, return. Return with your life if possible, with evidence if not. Damn it! Back in the DEO, we had guidelines in the event of extraterrestrial abduction. We each carried a coin with the steps just in case. They called it Odysseus Protocol. Guess I was the first to use it. Didn't work great.
I forgot what I was saying. Doesn't really matter though. Guess I was talking about this character which isn't really a character. Weren't able to use this before, so that's where we're going, I guess. Oh. Okay. Alright. So we need a cannon. Where's the cannon? I can't find one. We're playing this game again. Find the thing. We have Matter Spark, we have Matter Morph. Where is the cannon? In there? No, that's where we're going, I guess, with the cannon. Shooting in this general direction, I guess, or something. Oh, there it is. Seriously, it's like hidden. Why is it like that? I don't understand. Oh, I guess maybe they wanted you to see that this stairs up over here and then you would see this here. Why hide in the first place, though? I guess the answer would be that hiding the elements of the puzzle are part of the puzzle, right? Finding the puzzle pieces. I don't really consider it that much of a interesting puzzle, though. Alright, that's what we got for this. It wasn't part of the quest, though. I just got distracted by this stuff. I suppose sometimes poking around to find things can be fun, but I don't know, just something about the way that this format works. It doesn't really do anything for me. So we're looking for a bubble somewhere over there. Below or above? Or where? Oh, there. I remembered that there was like a weird visual thing when I was right around here.
A time scar. Lodi, like this?
Yes, that's it. I'm in the ship you found, just seeing what's in here. I haven't been on Earth in a while. What's it like these days?
The last city is doing well. Almost back to normal now.
The last city?
Didn't we tell him about the last city? Like just the one city? He was upset that there was only one city? Maybe we didn't call it the last city. Maybe we just said we have a city and I don't know. I think there were still some more upgrades to Matter Spark that we haven't gotten yet. I thought there would be other abilities that would follow that, like... I'm pretty sure Matter Spark has more things to it, based on something that I saw in one of the menus. But it seems like in those same menus, there's no other upgrades to the other things, like Matter Morpher. Well, there are upgrades to the language Rosetta thing, but that's not really an upgrade.
Thanks for checking on that time scar, Guardian. Still goes one way. Someone left a book on the ship. Do people not know how to use bookmarks anymore? Damn, no publishing date. Meet me back at the ship. Onwards and upwards.
I'd say we're just about maybe 70% through this expansion, at least the main story. It seems like it based on the quest steps we've gone through and the amount of ground we've covered. I like this thing. I don't know what it is though. Some kind of weather balloon maybe?
The things you can learn from one ship alone. Little details, the labels and the readouts, placement of the screens. But I'm a details guy. The bigger picture is usually someone else's bag. Wonder what the higher-ups would make of this. That ship shouldn't take much more to get running. Maybe Mr. Drifter knows for sure. These aren't like the birds we have back home. I can handle one of those, no problem. This is a little more complicated. Anyway. There might be more to do here, but knowing there's someplace to go when it's done helps, right?
Somehow I don't get the feeling he's leaving.
That thing that dragged me here, that 9. I don't think it can send me back. The way I see it, I've got 2 options. I can stay here feeling sorry for myself, waiting for the 9 to wear me like a rented tux. Or I can come back to Earth with you and figure out what I'm supposed to do with what I've got left. Of course, the place I'm going isn't the Earth I remember. Guardian, do you want to learn the salsa? Play football? Write cursive? You want to speak Welsh? I'll name a dozen dead things, and you tell me which one you want to learn. Then you teach me how to fly my spaceship.
Awfully chummy, this guy. Somehow I don't think we can trust him still. Even though he knew Ikora in her past life. Well, obviously he's gonna become the emissary of the Nine, right? We were told that in no uncertain terms, that's a fixed point in time or whatever.
Ruskaya karta! Где Platon? You know, it's hard to grok that those voices are planets. Or attached to planets. Orin, it's a two-way line to the Nine, right?
It is, if it's daisies. What do you want to ask?
I want to know why they abducted me.
That is a very good question.
And we're getting this answer here in this side quest? It can't be a very important answer. Or maybe it could be. Who says side quests can't have critical story stuff? Where is this thing we're looking for? They always take away the little marker thing once you get close to the objective. Obviously because they want you to look around for it with your eyes, which I don't really have too much of a problem with, but I never really know what I'm looking for in the first place. That? Okay. You want me to interact with some kind of nine sigil thing, you could have told me. I feel like I had the same problem with the other quest, with where we had to destroy the fuses in the last episode to open the door. They said that there was something behind the door or something, but no indication of what I had to do to, I don't know, do it. Even if they said something like, see if you can find some way to open the door, or, I don't know, a little bit more than just that. How do we get in through this? I think we had to, like, go through here even? Or here? No, this wasn't it. It's one of these random holes. Let's look inside. There was a hole over there. I'm pretty sure we entered it during some kind of battle in this area. So I don't think we have to leave this place. And like go into that building. Or maybe I'm wrong. It's this vent, isn't it? We have to go in through the top here? Is that right? I think we entered through this... No, wait, that was something else. But it should be this vent. We can't open this door, though. I think it was this vent. Pretty sure it's this vent. This is definitely a matter spark vent. So we have to get inside up there. Do we have to like go around through the pipe? Like we did before? I don't think we went through this pipe. This hole just went like somewhere else. Let's have a look again, I guess. Nothing here. There was just some kind of quest objective in that little room one time. I don't think we're going inside this thing. Maybe we shoot it? Or wait, that might not even be the objective at all. That might have just been something that we had interacted with during the main story. I think that was there already. Seek out vestiges of the Nine's presence across Kepler. Well, I'm pretty sure it is that thing, so... maybe I do have to check inside here? What's the point? Why is that there? This is definitely not the right way, though. Did we ever come here before? I don't think we had the relocator back then, but... right, we're back here. And actually I still don't know how to open this chest. It has to do with that vexing, I'm sure, but wouldn't know how to interact with it. Let's just go back. Already opened that chest, right? Yeah. Oh, we're back here. Well, I guess we can try to find this one first. No, wait, it's the same one. How the hell do I get in there? Did it during the story. And again, it has to be these vents, right? There's like 2 of these holes here. And both of these vents go into them, I'm sure. They have to. These guys always respawn. Well, I'm just trying to do this little side quest thing. It feels like I've been here forever when these guys respawn and interrupt me, just trying to make my way into a little room or something. This vent goes over here. I think trying to follow these vents is a fool's errand, though. Okay. We're doing this again. Time to look it up. Feels like this always happens with Destiny. Just very basic things I have to look up. Destiny 2. Nope, someone's stuck on step 2. I'm still stuck on step 1, I think. I would cut all this out. I think I cut out the other stuff that I was doing, searching for the quest step in the last episode, but hopefully I can make this quick enough I don't actually have to do any editing. Outer steps. Where we are. Under the bridge. Am I reading the right one? Can everyone just stop shooting me? Maybe I should have used a video, but I felt like this would have been quicker. Yeah, it does seem to indicate some kind of second floor. Just to make sure, this is the outer steps, yeah? Yeah. Follow the pass. Instead of entering the room on the second floor, okay, instead of that, keep going straight under the bridge. That's what we did. We spotted this thing already. So I followed everything up until now. And the last step here, use matter spark that's right there, and drop down and then go left. I was too busy reading. This one? I must have walked by this a million times and not realized it. But yeah, this does seem familiar, the same one that we used to enter this room during the main story. Alright, we communed, I guess. Done. And now the other one. Guess I'll keep the guide open in case I need to actually check it again, which based on my track record, I'm probably just going to miss some random hole in the wall again that I've already seen a million times. That door isn't open. Activate? Activate what? I did it. I activated it. Alright, so we're making our way in there, I guess. Done. I guess it was that simple. Another activate? What do we activate? Is this supposed to be, like, going through the glass? Well, it doesn't matter. Was there something here all along? I don't remember this being here the last time we were here.
You'll sense your connection to them as a guitar string. Feel for it, then pluck. A loud A. Whoever is closest will answer.
They're ultraviolet. I can do this. It's just saying hello. Here we go.
Emissary, you are just as rare as me. Once in a half-life. And look, you found the quitter.
Whichever of the 9 you are, I want to know what you want with me. Why did you take me from everything?
A rude question. One worth entertaining. We need you. And your gifts. You are called to serve.
Seems like the next part of the quest is leading me in this area I haven't been to yet. It's sealed. Strange that I can accept this quest before we actually do this part, but I guess that just means we're on to the main story now. Okay. Kind of a weird order I've been doing these little side quests in this episode. First I finish off the main quest with that call from Ikora that we had in the last episode, which I could have tacked on to the end of the last episode, but I didn't know we were going to get a call. And I wrapped up some other side quests that we just started the previous episode as well. Now I'm starting another side quest here and not even finishing it. Probably not until next episode. I guess it doesn't really matter. Who cares about the structure, right? As you access the interface, it melts with Rosetta. Rojan's words form in your mind. This is all that is needed to align with the final Strangelet. There is a brief pause as calculations are run and ciphers are drafted. The altar hums along. The gorge can be accessed. Be wary, Anomaly Blessed. The automatons that attacked Kepler have made the gorge their home. Warren, Saint of the Anomaly, has already departed to face them. Together you will prevail.
Oren? That you?
Yes. There. And here. I was expecting Ikora's tone.
Right, I'm patching her in. Look, we left off on the wrong foot. And I know, right before you run off with the Guardian to stomp Vex into dust, ain't the best time. But I'm sick of counting seconds not taken for words that should have been said. Someday soon, I'd like to clear the air. Just watch your back out there. House's Archon's still at large. There's trouble brewing, and I think you're in the middle of it.
Where we need to be. I think the Vex seek the Nine, through a trace of their influence. Their operation is coiled wires, but with the Guardian, we can cut through. When they pushed out the house, they claimed a capsule of quantum threads. If we want to know why we were brought here, we need it.
I'm always worried that I'm going to skip some dialogue by doing some interactable or walking too fast or something. I probably shouldn't have to worry too much. Well, I guess now that we're here, we can do the side quest. But this is our introduction to the area, right? So we should do the main quest first. That makes more sense.
You're a tad late for this skirmish. Or early. Either way, you must have seen the Vex going about their deterministic routines by now. They're dug in, and trying to assimilate everything around them. They mean to turn a sphere to a circle here, so to speak. We have an advantage, in that the Vex who are exposed to dark matter find themselves caught in a thick, yellow confusion. The presence of the Nine here resists Vex probing with dense air, but it's thinning. We need to address this. I haven't been able to get close enough for a detailed assessment, but you can.
She uses a machine gun. How fun. Okay, accelerons from those two things. That thing's about to shoot us, isn't it? I guess this one to the right is closer. Can't go through this though. Yeah, it seems like our path in is over this way. The next right. And on top of them. Okay, here we are. Go.
Fire team, I'll be overseeing this operation. I want to stay focused and on task.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Nothing has changed. No matter who I was, I'm still Ikora Rey. Orin, status.
The Vex are watching this place. Rifles strung up in the cliffs. We need to break pottery. Tear it down.
Orin's right. Perimeter scans show Vex signatures, and they've converted the old HCO networks into a sort of security lattice.
She's also right about tearing it down. Keep your focus on the present and find a way through. Without active surveillance, you'll be able to move through the surrounding canyons without tripping Vex security every 10 paces.
Who shot me? Oh, there. So why'd they pick this gorge as their base of operations? That college that they went to seemed more suitable for robots, I guess. I don't know. Just seemed more aesthetically viable. And I guess there's like computers that they can interface with there. Just seems like a random gorge that they've chosen to hold up in here. Well, I'm sure we'll find something here. It's not just gonna be like rocks, right? Although just rocks kind of describes their architecture choices, the Vex, I guess. What's all this thing? Come on. There's a big jump. I really don't need to be Matter Spark though. I'm probably just wasting my time. Oh, it just went invincible. Great. Always gotta wait for these guys, unless you have a barrier piercing thing, which I don't. A lot of guys just kind of spawning in. I mean, I can handle them, but just kind of want to burn this guy down. Alright, we're done. All the little guys leave.
Taking the Vex's security lattice offline revealed something, Guardian. There's a massive dampening field that extends to the area we know 3 is behind. It's a barrier to entry, but from these readings, that isn't its purpose. Rather, it's stopping anything from getting out.
I'm seeing that too. It's the same type of quarantine protocol the Vex use to close off damaged portions of their network.
They must want to prevent the singularity expanding too. But we'll need to remove it to get to 3.
I remember something else now. A hooked request. There's a message I'm to remember here. Oh, it feels like a decompression, like plugged ears. What I mean is the 9 are holding something back from me. I think I know. I remember. Or will. I want to help.
I suppose I should be counting my blessings that the side quest I was doing required me to do the main quest to get to this area. Kind of forced me to balance this episode with some side quest content and a little bit of main quest content. It'd be great if every episode could have at least some main quest stuff. Where... How do we get back now, actually? We need some of that matter morph, but it's on the other side now. Oh, it's right here. Of course it would be. But, how do I, like, get up, though? I mean, I guess we can just go up. We can do that, but if I wasn't this particular class, I don't know. Feels like he could have given me better stairs.
The dampening field signal is coming from this direction, but it looks like there's a branching point.
I see it. They're disseminating the dampening signal to hundreds of frames. This is a code fix. They've recognized their vulnerability to the Nine's energy and are adjusting.
It's still only noise. Tear down the signal and they'll die in the quiet.
I think this quest was unlocked by that thing we just did. Killing that one huge Minotaur. What are these? Cyclops. Killing the huge Cyclops. It seems like that's going to be a bigger quest, so probably save it for the next episode. Just because we're running out of time in this one. This other objective, if it's going to be like the last one we just did, probably going to be enough time to wrap up this episode in. As long as I don't get lost looking for Mattermorph. There it is. I found it. I can find it when I need to. Until I can't. I like that. They made the hole. Generally speaking, this whole Mattermorph thing, it's not really like a new ability or anything really like that. But it does let you interact with the environment a little bit. And it makes it platforming stuff, so...
Trying to assimilate Kepler?
We can't allow a Vex conversion to happen. Our own investigation aside, the Ionians call this place home.
We won't save them from the singularity just to lose them to the Vex. Crush the eye of the needle and the thread will choke.
The Vex here aren't a splinter faction. The conductor is leading them.
Oh, Sundaresh. Her motives smack of unfinished business and desperation.
If she's here in person, it can't be good. Last we saw her, we learned how cruel she could be, even to her loved ones.
You mean Shioma? I remember the two of them were lost in the Vex network. How is this what became of them?
Shioma was horrified by what Maya became, and Maya couldn't handle that. We know how she works. That gives us an edge. She's dangerous.
Did I have an unfinished thought or something before they started talking? I just forget everything I'm talking about when people start talking in this game. I guess I was just saying that I like the platforming, kind of. The first person platforming in Destiny is pretty fun, I think. If at times frustrating too.
If the Nine want to give you power, who are we to refuse?
Oh, are we getting another upgrade then? Okay. It's been a while since we actually upgraded this. I think there's like 4 upgrades from what I saw in the menu, so... Feels like we should have gotten some upgrades to Matter Spark like more gradually.
Oh, that's something. I can see you now. When you're all spherical like that, it's almost like a star in the sky. We're connected through a chain of dark matter. It's... It's in everything.
If it's a chain linking to your enemies, use it to pull them apart.
A little violent, but if the situation calls for it.
Okay, I guess I wasn't fully charged. I was pressing the button. There we go. Alright, I guess we have like another attack now, but we do have to like work our way towards it, I guess. Seems like they bind it to the super button, so I guess it's kind of like a super. It blinds them, it removes their shields. Doesn't really do much damage though. Alright, gotta get some more. I guess this kind of thing encourages you to travel around and do some platforming as the Matter Spark or whatever. Not platforming, just like mobility stuff. Which I guess is fine. Oh no. I kind of wanted the explosion from the Matter Spark timer running out to kill those guys. Didn't quite work out that way. I guess we do have to jump down there though. And Destiny likes doing this sort of thing with its platforming, making you kind of go through weird geometry. Which is kind of fun if the platforms just become too sterile, too predictable. Then it's not very fun, is it? Of course, they always give you, most of the time, give you some way to know where you're going, so it's not too frustrating. Though it can be sometimes, I guess. I mean, you think of the Whisper of the Worm mission, how sometimes there are frustrating things there, but most of the time it's just fun platforming, I think. At least it was for me. I know a lot of people didn't like that. Alright, so does this work on this guy? No, he has a different shield. Get me out of here. Oh, we gotta disable that, I'm pretty sure. Through here? We can't go through here. Matter Spark timer on this is pretty long though. I guess where the enemies are, sure. And past all the enemies, oh god, I'm dying. Am I supposed to be able to get through this with Matter Spark? Like without being blasted to bits? Otherwise I guess I'm supposed to just remove all the enemies and then go in with Matter Spark. But I'm pretty sure they want you to use Matter Spark, right? Ah, there was one right there. Okay, maybe they don't actually want you to use Matter Spark here. Seems like I don't have to use any of these abilities that Matter Spark has for this thing. We just gotta destroy that. And then they had this one here anyway. Okay. Vulnerable. I think the knife hit, the one that makes you teleport to where it lands, doesn't really do much damage itself. And it's back. Do we have to get all these guys, or probably not, right? I say probably not, but here I am doing it anyway. Oh, it's still charging. This is actually taking a little bit longer than I expected. I should probably just get on with the, disabling the thing we need to, right? All that isn't pointing towards it, I guess. Maybe we do have to destroy them? There, that should be the rest of them, right? Nope, there's still some more there. And actually they keep on spawning in. This isn't what we're supposed to do. Right, obviously. The same thing as last time. Except this is blocked off, so I guess we need this. In this case, it feels like it was properly earned, right? The solution to the puzzle. I'm not just saying that because I happened to solve it just now, but they kind of taught you already that you're supposed to use this matter morph whenever you have laser troubles, I guess. Although what I expected was that these blocks would block the lasers like we saw before. So I guess it wasn't exactly teaching what I thought it was teaching. Oh, what hit me? The Aeon Maul, I guess. I thought it was myself for a second there. Oh, there was something on the ground that hit me. Misadventure that time. It's always misadventure, isn't it? Okay, finally. And there we go. There's our reward, and
That Vex mind was controlling the flow of radiolaria. Without it, their assimilation of Kepler will stall.
I know Maya Sundaresh and her schism. This shield was an anti-paracausal shell. It is a spark of the Nine, derived from their power. I recognize its shallow anxiety. Kepler harbors their influence.
You aren't suggesting they're helping each other? The Conductor and the Nine?
No. This place has always been touched by the Nine. The Vex exploit it somehow. I can put this together, Ikora. I promise.
I would like to end the episode now, since we've gone over on time, but can't just end it in the middle of nowhere. This seems to be the main hub for this gorge area, right? Somewhere in the center here, where the quests are. We can probably just sit down over there.
I thought most Vex malfunctioned when they were exposed to dark matter. But that new shielding incorporated it.
The Nine don't dabble in coincidence, and everything here is lining up too well. If the Vex are stealing power, the Nine are at least allowing it.
I'd rather not think of the implications of that.
You've lived too long to carbonate in guesses. This time was planned, but not for the Vex. I remember that much.
Okay, right here, in front of this quest. Seems like a good place as any to call it. Let's just, get out of the line of fire. Not the prettiest place in the world to set up camp, but it's all we've got. Now would be a good time to take a break.